In the world of real estate, understanding the value of a property is paramount. Whether you're buying, selling, or investing, a reliable appraisal is crucial. One powerful tool in an appraiser's toolbox is the cost approach. This method focuses on the cost to rebuild a property from scratch, minus any depreciation. Imagine you're building your dream home. You'd factor in the cost of materials, labor, and permits. The cost approach works similarly, providing a clear picture of a property's worth based on its physical structure. This approach is particularly useful when appraising unique properties, new constructions, or properties with limited comparable sales data. These could include historic buildings, specialized industrial facilities, or newly constructed homes in developing neighborhoods. In these cases, the cost approach offers valuable insights where traditional market comparisons might fall short. This method helps determine what it would cost to build an equivalent property today. It considers current market prices for materials and labor. This ensures the valuation is up to date and reflects current construction costs. By considering the cost of rebuilding, the cost approach provides a solid foundation for understanding a property's intrinsic value. To grasp the cost approach fully, we need to understand its three main components: replacement cost, reproduction cost, and depreciation. These elements are essential in accurately assessing a property's value based on its construction. Replacement cost refers to the cost of rebuilding a structure with similar functionality and utility using current materials and construction methods. For example, if your old Victorian house burnt down, replacement cost would be rebuilding a house with the same square footage and features using modern materials. This might mean replacing the original hardwood floors with engineered wood or opting for energy-efficient windows instead of single-pane glass. Reproduction cost, on the other hand, focuses on recreating an exact replica of the existing structure, matching the original materials and craftsmanship as closely as possible. This is particularly relevant for historic properties or architecturally significant buildings where preserving the original design and materials is paramount. Imagine rebuilding that Victorian house brick by brick, using reclaimed wood for the floors and sourcing antique fixtures. Reproduction cost captures the value of these unique and often irreplaceable features. Finally, depreciation accounts for the wear and tear, obsolescence, or any other factors that diminish a property's value over time. Think of it like buying a new car. The moment you drive it off the lot, its value depreciates. Similarly, buildings experience depreciation due to age, use, and external factors like market trends or neighborhood changes. Appraisers use various methods to calculate depreciation, ensuring the final valuation reflects the property's current condition and market relevance. Now that we've explored the key components, let's break down how the cost approach is implemented in practice. This step-by-step guide will provide a clear understanding of the process. Step 1. Estimate the value of the land. The first step is to determine the value of the land as if it were vacant. This involves analyzing comparable land sales in the area and adjusting for factors like size, location, and zoning. Step 2. Estimate the cost of improvements. Next, the appraiser estimates the cost to replace or reproduce the existing improvements on the land. This includes all structures, fixtures, and landscaping. Step 3. Estimate depreciation. Once the replacement or reproduction cost is determined, the appraiser calculates the accrued depreciation. This considers physical deterioration, functional obsolescence, like outdated design or features, and external obsolescence, which are factors outside the property affecting its value. Step 4. Subtract depreciation from the cost of improvements. The accrued depreciation is subtracted from the estimated cost of improvements, giving us the depreciated cost of improvements. Step 5. Add the land value. Finally, the appraiser adds the estimated land value to the depreciated cost of improvements to arrive at the final property value using the cost approach. The cost approach plays a crucial role in auctions, particularly for properties with unique characteristics or those lacking comparable sales data. Auctioneers and bidders use this method to establish a baseline value for the property, guiding bidding strategies and ensuring a fair market price. For sellers, the cost approach helps determine a realistic reserve price, the minimum amount they are willing to accept. This ensures they don't sell the property below its intrinsic value even in the heat of the auction. Buyers, on the other hand, can use the cost approach to assess the property's potential risks and rewards. By understanding the cost to rebuild or renovate, they can make informed bidding decisions based on their budget and investment goals. The cost approach is particularly valuable in auctions involving specialized properties like churches, schools, or historic landmarks. These properties often lack direct comparables, making traditional market analysis challenging. The cost approach provides a more reliable valuation method in such cases, ensuring a transparent and fair auction process. Section 5. Weighing the pros and cons, advantages and limitations. Like any appraisal method, the cost approach has its advantages and limitations. Understanding both is crucial for interpreting its results accurately and applying it appropriately. Advantages. Ideal for unique or new properties. The cost approach shines when appraising properties with limited comparable sales data, such as historic buildings, new constructions, or specialized properties. Provides a detailed breakdown of costs. This method offers a transparent breakdown of construction costs, including materials, labor, and other expenses, which can be valuable for renovation planning or insurance purposes. Objective and fact-based. The cost approach relies on current market data for materials and labor, providing a relatively objective and less subjective valuation compared to methods heavily reliant on market comparisons. Limitations. Not as accurate for older properties. As properties age, accurately estimating depreciation becomes increasingly difficult, potentially leading to less precise valuations for older buildings. Doesn't account for intangible factors. The cost approach focuses solely on the physical structure and doesn't consider intangible factors like location desirability, market trends, or the property's income-generating potential, which can significantly influence market value. Can be complex and time-consuming. Gathering the necessary data and accurately estimating depreciation can be a complex and time-consuming process, especially for intricate or older properties. Section 6. A holistic perspective, combining the cost approach with other methods. While the cost approach offers valuable insights, it's essential to remember that no single appraisal method is foolproof. For a comprehensive and reliable property valuation, it's crucial to combine the cost approach with other established methods, such as the sales comparison approach and the income capitalization approach. The sales comparison approach, also known as the market data approach, determines value by comparing the subject property to similar properties that have recently sold in the same market area. This method is particularly effective for residential properties where ample comparable sales data is available. The income capitalization approach, on the other hand, estimates value based on the property's potential to generate income. This method is commonly used for income-producing properties like apartment buildings, office spaces, or retail centers. By combining the cost approach with these methods, appraisers can mitigate the limitations of each individual approach and arrive at a more accurate and well-rounded property valuation. This holistic perspective ensures that all relevant factors are considered, providing a more reliable basis for decision-making in real estate transactions. Section 7, Quiz Time. Test your knowledge of the cost approach. Now that you've learned about the cost approach, let's see how much you've retained. Answer these quick questions to test your understanding. 1. What is the key difference between replacement cost and reproduction cost? 2. Name one advantage and one limitation of the cost approach. 3. Why is it important to combine the cost approach with other appraisal methods? Section 8. Keep learning resources for further exploration. This essay has provided a foundational understanding of the cost approach method of appraisal. However, the world of real estate is vast and constantly evolving. To deepen your knowledge and stay ahead of the curve, consider exploring these valuable resources. The Appraisal Institute. This globally recognized professional association offers certifications for appraisers who wish to be accepted for bank financing or insurance coverage. Real estate investing books and podcasts. Explore reputable books and podcasts dedicated to real estate investing. Many cover appraisal methods in detail, providing practical advice and real-world examples. Local real estate professionals. Connect with experienced real estate agents, brokers, and appraisers in your area. They can offer valuable insights into local market trends, appraisal practices, and property valuation strategies. By continuously learning and engaging with the world of real estate, you'll be well equipped to make informed decisions and navigate the complexities of property valuation. Whether you're a seasoned investor or just starting, a solid understanding of the cost approach and other appraisal methods is an invaluable asset in your real estate journey.